All right, so guys, in this video I'm gonna go over basically how to keep your carburetor fresh and to where you don't have issues. So the biggest thing is when people put them away, they leave fuel in them. You know, the fuel sits for 6 or 7 months, and then next year they go around and try to start it, and these are all gummed up. So these are all pretty much the same style. These just have the lift choke handles. This one has a plastic one. But the big thing is when you're done riding for the day is going to be to shut off your fuel. So you should have a fuel shutoff valve, and what that does is it stops the fuel from running into your carburetor, because if it keeps running in, it's just going to keep piling up and sit there until the line's full, or it's going to overflow down and drain. A lot of the time they sit in these little bowls down here, and when they sit in the bowls for months, they become gummed up. They don't want to start. So the biggest thing I can say is when you're done riding, hit that fuel shutoff, let it run until it completely drains out, dies and kills itself, and you'll be good to go. Your carburetor won't get all junked up. The second thing is a lot of these ATVs, they come with sealed bowls. So there's no screws to pull this bowl off. So the ones that do have screws, you can always take them apart and clean them out. So when you clean them out, you want to like soak them and get all the crap out of it. So this is one that I pulled off a bike that I got that was a no start, and basically I just cleaned one up like this one. It's all cleaned up and threw it on there, and it fired right up. So I got the bike for 70 bucks because they left the fuel on. It sat for months and it gummed this whole thing up. I've already sprayed this off a couple times, but you can see like it's all crapped up. So yeah, if you're gonna park your bike for extended periods of time, be sure to shop the fuel. Make sure that you run it until it actually dies on its own, so it kills and it drains and it burns all that fuel that's in that bowl. If you don't have time for that, then a lot of these newer carburetors have a drain right here. You just pull that bolt, drain it into a container, and that'll get all the fuel out of there, so you're not having to worry about it getting all gunked up and cruded up on this. So another thing is these are cheap. So these are about 12 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link for them. I always keep an extra one. It's really not worth your time to try and rebuild it or clean it, really, when it's 12 bucks. I mean, if you have to wait on the parts and you have the screws, go ahead and take them apart and clean it up and, get everything real good and clean. And then you probably won't have any issues. But in my opinion, if you do let it sit and it collects gunk and you're having issues starting it, I would just order another one. They're 12 bucks. Like I said, these are all cheap, and when they die, they die. So, but if you try to make them last a little longer, then the best thing you can do is to cut off your fuel, let it run, burn it off, and then if it's gonna sit for a while, just go ahead and pull that bottom screw and drain everything out. Make sure it's good to go. As far as your tank, you're gonna either want to put fuel stabilizer in it, or you're gonna want to go ahead and drain it all out. I mean, a lot of these run on 87 through 91, so you could drain it all out into your gas tank and use it for something else, your lawnmower, your car, whatever. But like I said, hope this helps. This is like probably one of the #1 issues that I find when I pick up a bike or ATV, is that basically, one, the battery's dead. The fuel tank's clogged up because it's got fuel from like 6 months to a year, and then these carburetors are all gumped up. So they're very easy to get running again, but it's just simple things that help make it last longer and keep them running, so you have to spend less time wrenching on it. So I hope this helps.